Hello, welcome inside the Hera Press Box. We are back after a week hiatus. Saw you last Sunday. We see you here on this Sunday, and this is going to be a episode of winging it for me. I just told Alyssa I haven't done a whole lot in the last half a week, and this weekend has been nothing, no sports at all really for me. I wasn't able to watch any of the NWSL games. I did catch the last end. I think it just ended. Seattle did get beat, which clinches the 4 teams for the playoffs. Yeah, so that race is over. The Pride have made the playoffs.
Oh, who made the playoffs?
The Orlando
Oh,
Pride.
okay. I believe one of us
You heard of
predicted
them?
that.
They're
I
a
heard.
they're a newer
Yeah,
franchise.
I think one of us predicted them to make the playoffs. Just
That's pretty good. Yeah, 50%. That's solid.
saying.
So we had talked about making game by game predictions, but that will not matter now as those 4 are locked up.
hmm
Um, can still jostle for positions as far as I guess
One
1
and
and
two?
2
Yeah.
and 3 and 4
Okay.
can all change
Okay.
within the next week
hmm
before the playoffs are officially set. So we don't have to do that discussion. What we can talk about is something you had on the plate, if that's what you want to go with first.
Yeah. Just reiterating the fact that Mark Sampson is out as the England women's soccer manager, and I know I haven't read, I guess, too much into it as we were talking right beforehand. What it sounds like is he was canned for inappropriate behavior on a different level than at the national team. It sounds like a lot of the players on the national team have kind of kept it hush hush and really haven't said anything because they come out and say anything and they don't get called back up, or they get called up and they're sitting on the bench. Kind of you're speaking your mind about something that's going on and you're getting penalized for it, even though it's, I guess, I don't know the extent to it, but I want to say illegal, but then I don't want to say illegal because you don't know what's going on. The actual cause of it really hasn't been pinpointed or shared with us at this time. And then looking forward to their next coach, Laura Harvey was brought up, the Seattle Reigns coach, which I kind of have mixed feelings about. It would be a great opportunity, and she said that the international stage is kind of every coach's goal. You want to be on the international stage as a coach. But I also don't want her to leave the NWSL. I think that she's a great coach in the NWSL. So I hope she stays. But again, it would be a great opportunity for her to be at that level at the international stage. And she has coached, I do believe, like U23 teams, possibly. Yeah, I do believe. Yeah, U23 with England. So yeah, she has some experience at that level or near that level.
So is that just was it a suggestion or was it a
Yeah.
rumor?
So it was a suggestion from Kelly Smith. She used to be a player for England. She suggested Laura Harvey and Emma Hayes. She is the coach at Chelsea. So those were the two that she brought up.
Speaking of coaches and coaching moves and within the NWSL even,
Mhm.
did you see Vlatko, FCKC's Vlatko?
Oh yes, I did. I forgot about that though.
So did he is not coming back, right? Or he just said he might not? I think he said he's out.
I I think he said he's out.
He said he's out. So there's a 442 article that I had skimmed through when I first saw it. I guess that was 3 days ago. It was posted, and um, the Houston Dash was listed as a possibility of where he would go. The other was a USL professional team
Okay.
or the Houston Dash. Those were the 2 options mentioned in
Mhm.
this article.
You don't think Omar keeps his job?
The way he's coached, he's earned it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So that would be. Mhm.
I think he's your first option for sure. I think he's kind of gotten the short end of the stick with Ojai being hurt, then Carly Lloyd has been hurt. Something's got to give though with that back line. Besides the back line, they need some help back there. But I mean, I guess I don't see them kicking him out or not naming him the head coach, at least in my mind, unless someone comes available that you just is kind of one of those you don't pass up type of coaches.
The winningest coach in NWSL history.
Say that again?
The winningest coach in NWSL history.
Right. But I still think Omar, I think he's still your first option. Or you give him the consideration at the very least. They give him the consideration that he deserves.
Is your loyalty card showing you again?
No, I wouldn't say not in this aspect. I think though that he's at least kept the team together in a cohesive way, even though they're not playing well. So I think you do have to give him at least the nod, right? I mean, or no, or do you just
your point, it makes sense in the fact that what we've seen, it would appear to be that their floor is higher than their floor was previously.
Yeah.
But then, and we talked about this, I think last Sunday, we talked about it where, you tread water for so long, and in this league now, you don't get anywhere treading water. You wind up finishing 8th place like the Dash are going to do, and you get the third best player in a top heavy, as in a 2-person top heavy class. So that ceiling, you look at the ceiling. Yeah, the floor, like what you just talked about, it's great, but they probably could go. They probably could. Are they going to finish? Yeah,
they could finish as high as like 5, 5th.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. So their ceiling, I would say, was higher, and with the previous coaching staff. I don't think Omar could get them to that same ceiling, and that's getting back into the discussion of, with that roster, want to keep treading water, or do you want to keep doing the same stuff? Because there's no way he's changed the system dramatically, right? There's no way that he could come in a week after taking over that position and change things,
right?
So an off season, right? Yeah, what does an off season do?
Right And then it becomes, is it a coaching thing or is it a players thing? So are your players essentially lacking in skill or lacking in motivation, however you really want to call it, or is it you just need better coaching? Because you look at the Dash team, and I think they're pretty solid with a healthy Ojai and a healthy Lloyd, given that they hang on to Lloyd, which could be breaking news from you from like episode 1 that you offered up that she gets traded. But if you put those two in, they're solid till you get to that back line. Right?
Yep.
So what coaching do you do if it's or is it more or less kind of front office work that needs to happen? Is it the front office that's the problem? Which, from what I've kind of was gathering when the Mewis trade happened, that front office in Houston is a little bit iffy. So I guess time will tell on that.
Time will tell in Houston.
Yeah. I've also seen a rumor around Houston about them moving.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I saw it, and I'm mad that I don't have it and that I don't remember where it's at. But yeah, it was out there, but I think it got shot down. I think someone shot it down pretty quickly and was just like, no, they're staying. That's just kind of hearsay. And them just kind of making up things to make a story.
Mm-hmm. So after the Sparks went to the locker room before their national anthem at their game, they came back out, and what I didn't realize it turned into this close of a game. 32-11 after the end of the first quarter, Los Angeles led, and then wound up winning 85-84 over the Minnesota Lynx in game one. That was today. The next game will be on Tuesday. That's at 7 p.m. on ESPN2. Then again, if necessary, Friday the 29th at 8 would be game 3. Tuesday will be again in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota has to hold serve in order to go to Los Angeles for a game 3. But from the highlights that I saw, another game like today, well, especially if Los Angeles doesn't get outscored by 11 points in the fourth quarter, but I'm sure Minnesota was chucking.
Right. Yeah.
So another game like this, and it should be a simple, easy 2-game set.
So I got a question for you, and it may just me being not informed. So they're playing at Williams Arena.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that Target Center is under renovation, and I thought that they were playing. Weren't they playing in Xcel Energy at one point?
Were they?
Maybe. I thought so. I didn't think that they were playing all season in Williams Arena, because why would they pick Williams Arena? That place is terrible. It has the worst court ever.
Why is that?
Because it cuts off like 2 feet from the baseline or from the sideline. You drop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? How many people got hurt on that?
Probably a lot that we just don't
know.
Probably a lot that we just don't know about.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. I love that arena.
I would hate to play there, I think. Because if you're going for a ball and you're going full speed, you're going to hold up. Right? I mean, it seems logical to hold up in this court. Otherwise, you're essentially Supermaning and then down another 2 feet.
How often in a game do you see somebody go into the bench or lower into the baseline than the media section?
It happens. So when you're going, it's not that often, but when
every third, fourth game?
I would say once every game.
Every game?
It at least happens once every game, where someone's either going up into the media or into the stands or into the benches. Did
it happen today?
I actually couldn't watch the game today, so I don't know.
I didn't hear of any injuries today.
We'll just know if someone does get injured
on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's because of the court. I blame the court.
So 14,600, 14,600, 225 is the capacity at the barn. And then at the Target Center is 19,356.
That seems low.
Yeah, that is 14.
Williams Arena seems small.
Pretty sure they have columns.
Do they?
Views.
Yeah, perfect. That works out so well.
Yeah. So we did do our rankings grading for who did we do last week?
We did softball.
NWHL hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
NWHL hockey grades for the names, logos, and then arena, and then the jersey of the 4 teams in the hockey league.
Yeah. Side note: Boston came up with a new logo.
That was just between 24 and 48 hours after we got grades.
Yeah, they got bumped up a little bit in my book.
Yeah, they did. That was I'll have to go look at it again. What was it? An animal?
Yeah, was it a tiger?
Is that right?
I don't know if that's right. Tiger seems right.
Pulling it up now, and it is. I think that's a lion. Yeah.
Is it a lion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For Pride, Pride of Lions.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There we go.
A yellow female lion inside of a circle. It says Boston on it, and it has two. I don't know if those are lion footprints. I'm not sure. Paw prints.
Paw prints, yeah.
It's close, I guess. I don't know. Pad seems pretty thick, but we will give them a better grade, and we also will take credit for that change.
Yep.
That was very good on their part to come out with a brand new logo within 24 hours after we graded them badly. Very impressive.
Very quick. Yeah.
Almost like they had it in the works, but they were a little too late to pull the trigger, so we will take credit for it.
Yep.
As for our next edition of those grades, we do have our WNBA grades that we can go over now. And there are some more teams, so I won't talk as much about why I like them or don't like them, but we can run through them. So let's go team by team and give all 3 grades per team.
Okay.
So I'll go first. First team I have on my list is the Chicago Sky. For their name and logo, I give them a B-. Like the colors. Light blue and yellow, I'm a fan. B for the arena, Allstate Arena. It's outside the suburbs, west of downtown Chicago, so it's kind of their own. There is a hockey team that plays there, and I'm sure other smaller professional teams, but kind of inclusive out there outside of Chicago. Jerseys, B+ for me. So B's across the board.
Yeah, so for logo, I gave them a B. For arena, I gave them a B-. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought I gave them a worse grade than that. I really don't like Allstate Arena. I don't like kind of why you like it, because you said it was kind of by itself. I don't like it because of that. I think it's very excluded from the city because it's out on the suburbs.
Would as many people drive through downtown Chicago traffic to go to a WNBA game?
I think we talked about this earlier in a past episode, and I'm not sure. I think that they might, just because the city would also draw them in. I think that, the traffic sucks and all that, but there's also much more than just the arena sitting out on the side of a highway.
Then you would have you're going to have your main fans that go. So, that makes sense. But, and then even, United Center, it's not, you're going to have to take a cab or a Uber or bus downtown. And if it's the same fans, I have a hard time seeing them say, okay, we'll go to the game and then we'll do this. And they say that, every week after week, game after game, or as opposed to, it's going to be a lot more rare for a new fan to go up there for one game. Okay, this makes sense for me to go here and then go hang out in downtown Chicago.
Right. I don't know. Yeah. And I can understand that. I just don't know. I'm not fully on board with their arena in general. I really just don't like it. Just something.
I wonder if they have any banners that say Chicago Sky, or if they're like the Red Stars.
Yeah.
They don't even know that they play there.
Probably they don't even know that they play there.
Probably at Toyota Park, the grounds crew's out there mowing, and there starts being players that show up to the stadium, and they, who are you guys?
Who are you? Oh.
Name's Danny Colaprico. Oh, Danny doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have to ask you to leave.
You kind of look like Kristen Press girl I've seen on TV. Yep, I play here.
Yep.
Okay, what do you got for jersey?
Jersey is B-. Or B-. So for some of them, I split them up by color. So their blue jersey, I gave them an A. Yellow jersey, I gave them a B-.
Technical, no.
Yeah, I know, I did. I had some time on my.
Yeah. Next team on my list is the New York Liberty. For name and logo, I gave them a B. Statue of Liberty as their logo. For their arena, an A, as they play in MSG, and their jersey, C+. I comparing the UC to MSG. UC is cool, that it obviously doesn't have that history. So when I was ranking these arenas or giving them grade, that's kind of how I put it. Yeah, if they played in that, or and at the Staples Center with all the banners of the Lakers, even though it is the Lakers banners up there, it's still cool that they play there and have that history. So that's where I'm coming from with the grades.
Yep, I'm in the same boat with you there as well.
C+ for the Liberty. But
so name and logo, I did B+. Arena, I did A+, because again, it's MSG. You really don't get anything higher than that when it comes to basketball. That's the Mecca. And then jersey, I gave them a B.
Okay, next on my list was the Phoenix Mercury. I gave them a C- for their name and logo. I know they were trying to go with the Phoenix Suns, but misses the mark for me. C-. C for the arena. That place needs redone, and that's the plan, that the Suns, Coyotes, and Mercury can get a new arena to play in downtown. So hopefully that happens in the next couple of years. For their jersey, personal league, B.
So let's see here. Phoenix Mercury logo, I gave them a B. Arena is B-. And then jersey, this is one of the teams I broke it down. I'm more of a fan of the orange, so I gave them just a little bit of a higher grade. I gave them a B+ for the orange jerseys and a B for the purple jerseys.
How many C's have you went out so far?
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Are you at 0 right now?
I think so, but we're getting there.
Okay,
this good. I've been a little bit harsher. I was gonna inform you that I was harsher on this go around than I was in the NWHL.
Okay, good. Los Angeles Sparks. I gave them a C for their name and logo. I don't know why they're the Sparks. B+ for their arena and Staples, and then C+ for their jersey.
So, logo, it depends on what logo you're talking about. They have this really cool one with the palm tree and the basketball inside of it. It has nothing really, I mean, it plays off kind of like the spark, I guess. I still don't know, again, with what you just said, I don't know why they're called the Sparks. So I'm giving them a B for their logo. For arena, I gave them an A. It's the Staples Center. I mean, again, it's like MSG. Jerseys, I'm kind of like on. So I did give them a B, but they are also my favorite team, so it's a little bit difficult for me to say, oh my gosh, I completely hate their jerseys, even though I kind of do.
Kind of do?
I kind of do. But I have a jersey. It's an old school jersey. So it's not like I won't wear it. It's not ugly enough that I wouldn't wear it.
Okay, next team on my list to rank, Dallas Wings. Name and logo, a B- with Pegasus. Is that Pegasus in their logo?
I'd assume so.
Gotta be. C- for the arena, and then a B for their jersey.
So I gave them a C+ for their logo. I think that's my first C, FYI. I liked their arena, so I gave it an A-, but I do believe it's on the campus of UT Arlington, which I don't like. I don't think I like that, which is, I think, part of the reason why I don't like the Lynx playing in Williams Arena. Jerseys, I gave them an A because I really like the colors. It's the only reason why.
Yep. That helped them out for me as well. Down to Washington. C+ for name and logo, C for the arena, and a C for their jerseys.
So C- for their logo. I gave them, let's see, Washington. I need to give them an A- for their arena. And then, yeah, jerseys were C-. I get, again, they're kind of playing off the Washington, the men's side, but I don't get where kind of these things are coming from. in some of these teams. I just don't
Yeah.
get it. It's like, oh, this sounds all right. Let's try it.
I gave a C to the San Antonio Stars for their name and logo. I gave a C plus to their arena and a C minus for their jersey. Black and white wasn't doing it for me here, I guess.
So I gave them a C plus for their name and logo. Also another C plus for their arena. And then for their jerseys, I like the black ones a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'm giving them both a B, but I like the black just a little bit more. Not enough to change the grade, though.
Yeah. Then the Indiana Fever. We gave a B for the name and logo. Very cool original name in that they were catching the fever of this WNBA franchise, which they were granted in Indianapolis. So B for their name, C plus for their arena, and C plus for their jersey.
For their logo, I did A minus. I kind of like it. It's kind of it's a little bit old school, I thought. I don't know if that's maybe necessarily the correct wording for what.
Globetrottery, right?
Yeah, there. Yeah, that's a good word for it. I did give their arena an A, and then I gave their jerseys a C. Nope. Nope. Is it that bad?
I mean, it's decent. It's C plus.
Okay.
And what'd you give for their jersey?
A C. I think they could do better. Way better.
All these, I mean, they're all that generic model, which really sucks in the fact that they can't express themselves.
Uh-huh. And it's, I think the jerseys were the harshest grades that I gave out.
Did you look at the, like, does their sponsor make it look cooler or not as cool? Did you factor in that at all?
Not really.
No?
It was more of just the design of them. Like, I think that the Minnesota Lynx with Mayo Clinic on the front is cool. I think that's a huge branding thing for both sides. But I really hate the Minnesota Lynx jerseys.
Well, let's go to them right now. Minnesota B for their name and logo. It's a Lynx. I mean, that's cool, right? C plus for their arena, and then jersey, like what you said. Yeah, I gave them a B.
Mm-hmm. So their logo, I gave them a B. For their arena, I gave them a B in the sense of under the understanding that they were playing in Target Center. If they were playing outside of Target Center, that grade goes way down. And then for jersey, I gave them a C minus.
C minus. See, I like that Mayo Clinic. I think that's really cool in there. So that honestly helped their grade.
That kept them above a D. All right, they were very close.
Okay, the Storm of Seattle. I gave them a C plus for the name and logo. I gave them a B minus for their arena, and I gave them a C plus for their jersey. B minus, key arena there. And as that gets remodeled, that'll be even better. And it's very cool that they're kind of carrying on that basketball model in Seattle, which is great. Which might be changed as we talked about earlier, but for the time being, very cool.
Yep. So for their logo, I gave them a B minus. For their arena, I gave them a B. For their jerseys, I gave them an A minus. I like the fact that they're green and gold, or they're green and yellow. That's pretty much the only reason why I gave them that high grade.
Okay, so two more teams left. The Connecticut Sun, from the Mohegan Sun, who purchased the team and moved them to Connecticut. A lot of what they do or are as a franchise is from that Mohegan Sun. B minus for their name and logo, C for their arena, and C for their jersey.
Yep, so I'm pretty similar to you in those. C minus for their logo, C for their arena, and a C for their jersey.
Last on the list, the 12th team, the Atlanta Dream, named for Well, it was a fan contest, but that name was suggested because of Martin Luther King's speech. I gave them a B+ for that name and logo, meaning they were my favorite name and logo in the WNBA. C+ for their arena and C+ for their jersey.
What did you give their grade for their logo again?
B+.
Okay. So let's see here. Logo was a B. Arena, I do believe I gave them a B as well, and then their jerseys were a C for me. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I was taking a closer look at all the jerseys. They could do so much better with them. And I guess there's only so much you can do when you have sponsors on them. But they're basically like a color here and a color there, and it's kind of the standard across the league.
Two jerseys, two colors.
Yep.
And you just the same template.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what, and they are Adidas. Is that, I looked it up here, and
I think so.
Everyone I see is Adidas. So I would almost say that they've never had any other deals besides that. And I guess what the stripes on the side, there are 3 stripes indicating that Adidas trademark. So yeah, that's. I mean, if you want to start branding yourself and selling, I'm sure they sell a good amount of jerseys. But
yeah, right.
If you want to take that next step of marketing yourself, I think that's one thing to do.
So I'm on the WNBA store right now, just taking a look at some of the jerseys. It's literally the same across the board. You have one color that's kind of the shoulder color, and then the main jersey color, and that's so just boring. And just not cool. It's not like, oh my goodness, look at how cool this jersey looks. I'm going to wear it all the time. And as I'm looking at the Seattle jersey, I'm liking it more and more. What grade did I give them? Probably not high enough.
Typing in 2006 WNBA Google Images and look at the jerseys were different. Not even be, that's a Reebok logo actually. So
I'm trying to think of who else they had. Yeah, oh my goodness, it is Reebok.
So they were different at some point. Then they went to this more generic model that Adidas has for them. Let's hope that they follow the tracks made by the Boston Pride, and after they hear this podcast, they just change up the jerseys. Who knows? Maybe we'll even have some different threads for Game 2 of the WNBA Finals. That's on Tuesday on ESPN2. For our grading, we have 2 more leagues left. Let's go ahead and do let's do softball next.
Softball? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do National Pro Fast Pitch League next. Same 3 categories for all those teams. And we might do that next episode, but I might try to catch up on reading, and maybe I'll have more topics to talk about. Maybe something happens. Maybe we have a couple of teams kneel on a soccer game, which could be a possibility. So I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet, but maybe that's what happens.
Yeah. It didn't happen tonight at all?
No, it didn't. So just the Sparks left the court.
Right. I know that.
Rapinoe has knelt, but I did not hear of anything in that Seattle game. So something to keep an eye on. Is there anything you want to finish up with?
No, I think we covered everything that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, then that will be it from us on this Sunday evening. We should be able to podcast on Thursday. Looks like there is a soccer game in Terre Haute for Indiana State versus Missouri State, but if I do go to that, I should be back. So no worries. But if it all works out, we'll see you Thursday. Thanks for stopping by the Hero Press Box.